contrast of Expendables being a utility-based team that can work with their utilities quite well, and SR Wolves tend to be that team that just really rushes in and beats the living heck out of their praise. Now the knife round is going. Nomad, do the honors.
Well, I didn't expect to catch a knife round, but a little bit of stabby right here and there will net Expendables the eventual win here. Azishaha on their own, 1v2 not going to happen because the knives are really sharp and don't run around with knives just like what the guys are doing here. Try my best, man.
that's pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. Yeah, that was, I would say, as good as it can get.
As good as it can get. It's not as good as Sadokists. It's not as good as Sadokists.
It's
so,
okay, man.
You know,
I still appreciate it. I still appreciate it. It's all good. It's all good. And now we are going to be starting this off. Lots of people looking towards the B. How many are we going to be rotating there? It's about 4 of them. Quite interestingly, as Expendables is just going to situate themselves here onto the other side. As Magic Bunny will get that information. I do kind of like this because B might be the least favorite of the two during the pistol. And having more bodies here just makes a lot more sense. And then when you're going on A, just use it and retake it. And now that Magic Bunny has no info that nobody's here, makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. It's typically an A take here on the T side. B takes are usually when you have the economy to get the SMGs out, get a little bit more utility out, because there are a lot of close angles that can really catch the T side off guard. Now, with SR Wolves initially going for the B take, they decided to switch things up because they can't get as much information they want. Expendables can't get as much information as they want on the side of SR Wolves. And SR Wolves really are doing it as perfectly safe as possible with a little bit of a boost here on the side of Manzanades. Expendables just making sure that they get as much information as they can. They're playing it as low as possible.
Slowly but surely, they're going to be peeking out. They're really buying a lot of time, I would say. Maybe just marinating their opponents. SR Wolves would be the ones to maybe second-guess themselves. It could work, because Expendables, when they rush into this B site, there's only 2. One outside Monster and one on the side itself. There's going to be a charge right on through here. No kills to be had just yet. And look at this beautiful hold that's being done by Manzanares. Pro is the one to remain. He does have a 50-50 in hand, but it's not going to help out in the end as Manzanares hold the fort with all of his might and actually be successful at it.
They really were successful on that good hold by SR Wolves. They just stayed the course. Good response immediately as soon as they heard the footsteps rotating in. They immediately crashed into the site. And with that, they just suffered 1 casualty. And that secured them the pistol round. Now they get MP9s for this round. A FAMAS onto Thon 9 and Lead So Fast has the M4A1S, my favorite weapon, of course. My favorite variant, and Expendables stuck with just Glocks. Smart call on just the Glock picks. Manzanares forced to fall back, gets an information onto 2 members. Magic Bunny gets a spray down onto Papi Chulo, and also getting informations over here at Playground. And Lead So Fast, with the weapons that they have, they should be able to secure this round.
It's going to be a pretty easy wash through them. The only thing that Expendables would probably hope for as of the moment is to get the C4, have it planted down. They can make this happen. I know that there's only a Gok on Azihaha, but look at Derek 9 rocking that Deagle. The Huandigs should be able to use that to his advantage. And they're slowly getting some map control right outside of Party, but it's way too far out. At least thankfully here, Nomad, they do have some time to work with.
A lot of time. 52 seconds is a lot of time for the T side. They can still get a lot of information out of SR Wolves, but really, this is good default plays from SR Wolves. There's no doubt that the overpass pick and the CT win that they got is just a bonus. This is working well for them. I'm yet to see what would happen in the gun round if Expendables decide to switch things up. As Lee So Fast secures the 1, Magic Bunny seals the 2nd kill away from Azishaha, but it's all good. 2-0 on the scoreboard right now for SR Wolves.
Fumbling in that pistol really costed Expendables, but they should be fine now. After 2 rounds, they have some money to work with, and they're not holding back. They got themselves AKs all tad up. The one thing that probably will be missed here is that they don't really have any flush out utility, and by that I mean a couple of grenades, just the one Molotov into the hands of Pro. That should be enough, as they do have all the flashes that they need. A couple of setups on Party, but look at where this goes. The expendable shotgun play is being set into motion as outside in water. Lots of footsteps and lots of control being done by expendables.
Good controls here. Just with the MP9s themselves, with the tight corners that Overpass has, they should have an advantage, especially with the pushes. But with the fact that they do have the smokes, they have two mollies onto Naruj and lead so fast, they can really delay the pushes from Expendables. But on the flip side, Expendables, they're leaning towards the B side. They have a lot of flashbangs to work with, a lot of smokes for days. And you just have to wait for the time, and Aziz Shahan's not gonna take his chances there. Takes down lead so fast on that cheeky boost. And the retake should be starting right now. Papichulo takes down Manzanares immediately, and through the barrier takes down Naruj, and quickly Magic Bunny is the only one left alive in a 1v3 with an MP9. Not the best weapons to clutch with, but try to just get as much money as you can. Smokes will be thrown. We'll spot out the one. Blind spray was not going to be enough, and Pro takes him out. First round on the board here for Expendables.
They did have a FAMAS right underneath him. He could have maybe swapped out onto that compared to the MP9. Granted, it would have made some noise, but he kind of committed already to that fight. Could have maybe just spread himself or retreated inside that smoke, picked up another weapon, and maybe dipped right back out. In any case, SR Wolves, last round for them before they go fully broke. They are actually still broke right now. If you think about it, they only have a couple of their rifles in hand, more onto the pistols. So what's going to be the tactics here? There's going to be one right outside who is Pro, or Magic Bunny rather. But he is holding off the oppressors with his P250, a hero and a dream. But the dream shortly lived, shortly done, because it was a wake-up call, as Expendables do have the better weaponry. They do take some damage, though. Pro's down to 15, as well as Papichulo going out. So this is a step in the right direction for SR Wolves.
Man, he still did his job. Magic Money just able to bring down Pro to 15 HP. Imagine if he could heal. But that's like a different conversation altogether. It's a good shot. He took down Papichulo. Pro's down to 15 HP. There's nothing much that Pro could do here because, well, not a decoy, but you know, any stray bullets from a pistol would definitely take him out of the count. And immediately the man advantage is on the side of SR Wolves. But that is if Pro doesn't hit his shots, and he can hit his shots without any problem. Speaking of shots, Derek 9 will start pushing on over towards Monster, secure the first kill. Molotovs will be thrown towards Toxic, and they spot out the short player. Now smokes will be thrown out. Not the spike, but the bomb will be planted out quite fast. The retake is now on the side of SR Wolves in a 2v3.
It's going to be a bit of a hairy situation here for the Wolves on that retake. Nuraj, where did he come from? Derek 9, right outside here near the slant, but it's not going to work out in the end, and the retake is going to be successful from the SR Wolves. Not sure what happened there to Naruj or how he got that initial kill, but he made magic happen, and SR Wolves going to be happy on that end. There was time. No need to worry, guys. And they're going to net another round win. 3-1. Expendables struggling.
This is like, whoo. Yeah, this is the SR Wolves I know. This is the SR Wolves that we all know from back then. Good retakes there. Despite the fact that Expendables did have the man advantage, SR Wolves just came out swinging. The Rouge with that flank, able to really secure the double kill. That's superb. Well, granted, the fact that Pro was 15 HP, really wasn't much that Pro could do there, except for pray that his headshots would connect. Then again, it's another round here, fifth round on the board. The Magic Bunny immediately opens it up with a kill onto Pro with that AWP.
Now that SR Wolves do have some money to work with, they're starting to ramp things up. Expendables don't have the same, let's say, flash setups that they have to be able to flush out these ops. That's maybe why we're not seeing Mirage or Dust 2, because it's just a map that even both teams know. SR Wolves have an understanding that Expendables are just that deadly, and they want to make sure that this operator play that Magic Bunny does goes unhindered. And it seems like, at least for that first kill, that's what they're wanting to do. Manzanares right outside of Monster. Are they going to get engulfed by it? If they try to go through this tube, this small little tunnel, the lineup is going to be real, but the double AK, it's onto the side, gets spotted out. The beautiful peek there from Micro, and the B site once again overwhelmed here by Expendables.
And the retake is now real for SR Wolves. Thon 9 on this Cubby right here. We'll wait for this team to start pushing up. They do not have any utilities left on them. They only have that single nade onto Thon 9. And it will be used on towards Waters. Barely tagging Papi Chulo. Kind of struggling here, but all 4 members of SR Wolves are now here going for the retake. Derek 9 takes down the ROG as Papi Chulo takes out Magic Bunny, gets a double onto Thon 9. Now it's a 1v2 and a Dream lead so fast. Carefully looking at the corners, not a lot of time to work with here. On the bomb, we'll have to stick this defuse. But Micro's right there to pick up the slack. 3-2 for Expendables.
Is he dead here? Oh, he dropped his gun! Oh no, he picked it up again. Okay, I thought he was gonna drop it. The bomb was about to explode. I get it, but he didn't have to drop it. But he didn't. Don't worry, guys. He didn't. But
He thought he was.
Anyways, he thought he did. But that was a beautiful play there from Expendables. SR Wolves, I think if you're gonna be static with your positioning, be very afraid of a side peek, a wide peek, or just a pre-fire. Expendables, with their due diligence and whatnot, just able to punish these kind of corners where if you just try to go about it, you're just going to get overwhelmed. In any case, though, the rush out of Monster, and here we go, trying to devour their opponents. The toxic barrels just keeping SR Wolves alive in the B side for as long as possible, but Nuraj and Manzanares not going to able to do that, and it seems like Lead so fast. He did it the last round, coming outside of door, going into the second one, onto those sandbags, but in the end, it's just not going to matter. Expendables picking all the way back out. SR Wolves, 3-3.
Yeah, it's looking like a fight here, ladies and gentlemen. 3-3 scoreline. Still stuck on pistols here on the side of SR Wolves. Half armor here for half armor buy here for the rest of SR Wolves, but it's more than enough unless the headshots connect, which they probably will, to be honest. But they're looking to change things up, aggressively pushing towards Fountain. There is Magic Bunny over. I'm sorry, it's Thon 9 over at A Long. Will slowly push themselves towards, and I think there will be a little bit of an encounter here on the side of Thon 9 as. Oh, sorry, it was actually Magic Bunny. Magic Bunny gets taken out by Pro. Good coverage there on the side of Expendables. But it's still 4v4. Lead so fast finally has an AK-47 for himself. And it's still looking like an A push for SR Wolves. Full commitment here.
Lead so fast. You got the off angle, which is to just expose your entire body and let your opponent think that you're in the corner right there. That is incredibly smart. He picks up an AK-47, which will help out SR Wolves here as Expendables now try to go and retake, or not retake rather, but claim this A site. Once again, just charging right in. Papi Chulo gonna help out his teammate as the C4 will start to get planted down. A 2 versus 2 scenario with Lead so fast on that AK. It's gonna be really good here for them. Bro charging right out. He does have the Mac 10. Lead so fast into the corner, gets spotted immediately. Just reacts to the shot, beautifully executed. Spots out the one, knows that he's on the back of the site, and now it's to the 1 versus 1. Can he find the angle? But Papi Chulo, he just knows the timing, the peek out, and the precision on this man. Expendables, round lead.
Papi Chulo is going ham. 5-0-5 currently. But it doesn't matter. Every time he dies, he just makes sure that he secures a kill. And during the other rounds that we've had before, Papi Chulo was slowly picking up the slack here for the side of Expendables. Just really just showcasing how experienced this team is. This player is, for that matter. SR Wolves, on the other hand, if 0-2 is calling the shots here for SR Wolves, it's working wonderfully from them. Typically, you'd see Expendables just go ahead and extend the lead. But with SR Wolves securing the pistol round and then just trying to get the lead, inching closer and closer to a bigger gap for themselves. It's working wonderfully for them. As Lead So Fast takes down Papi Chulo, Micro takes down gets the trade onto Lead So Fast. Quickly down to a 3v4. And as Ishaha takes down Narucha as we are witnessing the mangled corpse here of Papi Chulo over at mid. And it's looking like it's the A side is properly secured here. There will be a rotation over at T's. Long rotate here. I think they will be going for exits this time around.
Either exits or saves. They were running for their lives there. Micro, there isn't really much of a netted advantage when you try to bring in an op going into the T side here. I mean, they can give it to maybe Azihaha, but if you're gonna try to take it, okay, he's gonna use it. All right, well, they have confidence in Azihaha's op plays, so why not, right?
Yeah.
And Expendables, they got money for days. If they lose that next round, it's fine. And I mean, SR Wolves do like to go for that initial peak play, so Operator might be a great weapon to punish. Or sorry, HWP might be a great weapon to punish with that.
Mm-hmm. And the pickups here for SR Wolves, it's a force buy for themselves. Just getting the M4s of FAMAS just so that they can have enough firepower to deal with the expendable pushes here. They don't have a lot of utility. They only have the single Molotov onto Manzanares and the kit as well onto him. So it's already not being expended. Good Molotov throw here from the side of Expendables. To get us as much information as they can here over at Monster. Good denial of information as well. And this is the vintage Expendables. The vintage, I want to say it. It's the vintage Brent plays here. They're playing it slow and attacking all at the same time. And because of that, Papi Chulo manages to take down Manzanares. Thon 9 takes down Derek 9. Gets traded out by Papi Chulo. Bomb will be planted, no doubt. Smokes will be thrown, and the retake is now on for Magic Bunny and Lead So Fast, but they do not have enough money to work with here. They have to save.
They've been really spread thin for SR Wolves, and Expendables have been winning out these rounds just from the pure fact that SR Wolves, I think for the past couple of rounds, haven't really set up any crossfires. They have been just holding these angles one by one and can't really help each other. I mean, they're near the vicinity, like 2 people on the B side, but they're holding 2 different angles, and they can't really pick up the slack for their team because they're trying to figure out if this other position that they have will get rushed in by Expendables. And it's really putting SR Wolves in a slump because in some scenarios, you're seeing 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1s as Expendable just make quick work and then just rush right in, deal with another guy, and they take the site, and it's all about the retake for SR Wolves at that point, but they don't have the numbers, they don't have the utility, and it just doesn't work. So maybe we'll see SR Wolves try to adapt to that if they can read it, but for the moment, Expendables have been doing quite well, and it shows. 3 straight rounds in a row.
Man, I think SR Wolves should, on this round specifically, should just go ahead and stack a site. And that is what we're seeing. There is a 3-man push over at mid to get information. There are also members from Expendable already moving towards, and Papi Chulo gets knifed by his teammate. That's not the best outcome here. And Manzanares opens up with 2 kills on the pro, and Azishaha gets traded out by Papi Chulo. Papi Chulo gets 2 of his own. All things considered, this is starting to look like a good eco here for them. Papi Chulo is shutting them down with a 3K for himself. Over at mid, Naruj gets taken down by Micro, and it's just down to Lead So Fast with the AK-47, and we'll need to really save this. No point in retaking with this HP.
How are you still able to pick that up? Oof.
Yeah. He gave away his position there. He's down to 16 HP still, but he manages to get the kill. If anything, this is a good eco round for SR Wolves.
It was, and for some reason, Expendables just stabbed themselves in the back. I don't know if SR Wolves knew that was going to happen, or that was just a freak accident that helped them out in the end to make it an expensive round for Expendables. You know, the EX expensive, but the thing that he can probably do here is just save the gun. At the end of the day, saving guns is good for economy, but round-wise, Expendables still get that win, and in the end, that's fine because they can keep losing these guns. They'll have the money to buy up anyways.
That's true. They have enough money to buy an op for Azishaha as well. Speaking of operate AWPs, I mean, Magic Bunny and Lead So Fast, they both have the AWPs. They will more than likely be playing on Heaven and over at A Long or mid, for that matter. And this might just stop Expendables in their tracks. It's crucial for Azishaha to win the AWP duels. And looking at how things are right now, might just not be the case for now.
Ooh. Those double ops could work though, but smoke set plays from Expendables. This isn't as fast, but I feel like Expendables read through SR Wolves. Because SR Wolves did this in a couple of their rounds, and if they're tracking the economy properly, they should also know that SR Wolves do love to go for this double AWP setup, and it makes a lot of sense. They're going once again for a set play onto B. They're waiting for the flank to come in, but it's not going to happen. And look at that. They just charge right on through, and Papichulo, excellent entry fragging from this man. He's not stopping. He's setting things up. Does he get up a weapon? Oh, he does have the AWP in hand, and now the P250, so he's denying any chance, but he doesn't know that Magic Bunny has an op of his own. In the end, it should be an Expendables round win, as Magic Bunny is stuck in his own side of the map and can't really wiggle out. If he does, then he dies. That's an expensive round, to say at the least, for SR Wolves.
Very expensive. A lot of investment towards the double op. But just like that, Thanos snapped his fingers, and Expendables assisted Thanos in eliminating most of the members here from SR Wolves during that round. Good entries, good setups from Expendables. Really won them their round there.
That was just quick. The setup from Expendables.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nutty from them.
The double flashes coming in, triple flash. No, it was, I counted four. Counted four flashes being thrown over the side, and as soon as the flashes started popping off, they just started running in, not minding if they got full flashed, or not minding if they got full flash. They just decided to just run in, trust their instinct. As soon as the flash wears down, they're going to just click the heads.
Yeah,
this may just be a tactical pause here from SR Wolves.
What's kind of good about the setup there from Expendables is not only does it is delayed in how it flashes. So if you can see it coming out, you might be able to react to the first one, but when you peek out once again, you might not be able to react to the second or third. And the way that they throw it is able to, if I'm not mistaken, flash the entirety of the B site. Because there are some flashes that will hit a portion of a site, but not all of it. So I do like the simultaneous flashing here for Expendables. Makes it very easy to take the site, and you saw Papichulo just basking in the light, in the glory of the light. In any case, they still really do have a big advantage here as Magic Bunny's running for dear life. Pro, hungry to go at him, but Magic Bunny, he's not going to be afraid to challenge. Okay, let's go. If you charge right at me, I will punish. As Micro sees the body of his fallen comrade, C4 is down onto the ground, but you do see SR Wolves backing away smartly. They have the numbers. They don't have to chase him.
Good defense there by Magic Bunny. This triple op setup from SR Wolves is very expensive. Is a very expensive investment. They don't even have full. They don't even have helmets here onto Magic Bunny and then the ROG. You know, they have AKs. It doesn't matter. But then again, it's a very expensive investment for themselves, and it's working. The Expendables only have a minute left on the clock, and they don't know where the other. They don't know if all of SR Wolves have AWPs, for that matter. All Expendables need to do here, play down the time, use the remaining utilities they have, because they only have 2 flashes left, 2 Molotovs, and 2 smokes. That's basically it.
Well, it does work. Because if they can set up these long angles, AWP works so well. But there is that risk that Expendables are a team that always loves to set these plays out, counter Molotovs so that nobody rushes out of Monster, but that's not going to stop the obliteration that is happening onto the B side. Papichulo once again unleashed. Derek 9, last to remain here. He has to plant down to see what's happening. He just rushes right out with his own pistol. Maybe with the gun would have been better, but you know what? SR Wolves, they make it work, but that was a very, very risky play. And I do like how they did not transition 3 of the AWPs into this round, because if Expendables know and adjust, those 3 AWPs would be too much, I think. Too much sniper power for Wolves. It just doesn't even out.
Yeah, that was a risky, wiggy play from Expendables. And speaking of risky, this is a little faster from Expendables this time around. They're quick to take down B short here from themselves. And they have a micro over at connector to just guard the flank here for themselves. And this is how the members here from Expendables really play Overpass. They want to dwindle down the time. They want to play around and see where SR Wolves is, as it should be in any other game in CS. You don't always have to rush into the site. Rush B, as a lot of people call it. But yeah, it's a relatively tame round. All the smokes and utilities being thrown out right now. Molotovs will be stopping the push here from the side of Expendables. Good timing by SR Wolves, and it might just force them to go down, but this is already the C4 dropping. Information has been given away, and Thon9 has to win that duel, and he does. Now it's down to a 2v4. Naruto is low on HP. Nobody's looking at that angle. Thon9 secures the triple for that round to secure the round for the team.
I love the play there from SR Wolves. I did say how there was a lack of crossfire that they had on the B site, and now they basically netted or linked 3 of their members together to help each other out. 1 at the pillar, 1 at the lip of outside of Monster, and 1 at the entrance coming in from B short or sandbags from water, however you want to call it. But it works because Expendables couldn't really pierce through. There was a lot of mollies and flashes and smokes that was being thrown out for people who were farther away in the back of B site holding. But when you're that near, those flashes mean nothing. It doesn't affect you at all, and it held strong for SR Wolves. Really well fought round for them, and it shows the SR Wolves are also willing to go for that adaptation just so that they can catch up to Expendables. So good job from them.
Very good job, and it's really putting Expendables on their toes. They are still playing relatively the same, just playing as slow as possible. Expended a little bit of a utility, a little bit of that flashbang investment towards short, just to make sure that nobody on the side of SR Wolves is playing there. And with the way that SR Wolves has been playing, Expendables have to expect everywhere. Manzanada's fully blind out, will not take down Derek over here, and this is a full-on take by Expendables. They're already in the side. All the members are here. The ROG takes down Pro, and now it's down to a 2-wink at a 1v4 with an AWP, and lead so fast, already low on HP, getting surrounded by Expendables. Will get taken out.
It doesn't work the first time. Doesn't work the second time. Go at it again until it does. Expendables, rinse, repeat. Scrub-a-dub-dub onto the B site with their flashes and blinds the bejesus out of SR Wolves. They could not adapt. And for a split second there, who was it that was holding on top of the B site? He got flashed and could not readjust or reset his spray control, recoil, whatever you want to call it. He was just... The crosshair placement was there, but the bullets were missing just because I think the recoil wasn't reset properly. In any case, Expendables make advantage of that. Now they're doing it once again. Hello, guy in the corner. My flash is now set up for you.
And they really should have used their Molotovs there. Oh, my bad. They did not have any utilities available. But it would have been a good opportunity if they did have the Molotovs instead of investing on to these double AWPs. But Magic Bunny is trying to make it work. Derek 9 will be taken out. Now it's down to 2v4. 2 AWPs, not the best weapons to clutch with. And Azishasha misses the initial shot. onto lead so fast, and now they're blinded out. They're incredibly low. The boost is real to go for the flank here on the backhand side as Ishasha takes down Magic Bunny. Now it's down to a 1v4. Lead so fast, low on HP, low on ammo, pretty much. We'll run towards River. We'll look for an opponent here, but there's no chance that he'll be able to take this out. And that's the first half, 10-5 in favor of Expendables.
Did you see what Josh was doing there? He was just throwing up his operator, or sorry, his AWP like a knife juggler, or an op juggler, if you want to call it that, and kind of do a pseudo simple, I guess, where he's using his AWP as a bait, an expensive bait to his opponent. Granted, it was a 4 versus 1, and he was just using the motion to maybe just bait the eye of the last person there from SR Wolves. In any case, double digits already for Expendables as we do finish that first half into the second one. Wolves will now be on the attacking end. Spotted right back out. Pro takes a chunk of nade and has to back away. Smartly flashed by his own teammate, so they can't really just haphazardly charge into this one. The C4 has been spotted out, but the controls on the sewer is in the hands of Expendables, and they gotta respect, but the pinch is just too much. And Expendables are here to wipe them right back out.
Yeah, the pinch was too real, and now it's SR Wolves struggling here. The C4 was already spotted out by Expendables, and they already have information. There are a couple of members over at Connectors here, and they will invest a lot of movements here, SR Wolves, towards mid, just to take control of this side, because they need to start moving together. But look at the pincher movement happening right now behind them. Be really big if they can catch them out. But SR Wolves are playing it as safe as possible. They don't want to give away their information here. They're slowly walking up. They have that single smoke on them. Azishaha has just a flashbang, and that smoke is more valuable than the flashbang in this case. Slowly pushing over towards long. No information on the side of Expendables. They will make their way inside the site. And as soon as the info's given, that's going to be it. And Azishaha secures a double kill quickly onto Lee Tofast and the ROG to save this round for the team.
And they had one member extra for Expendables. Even though that was 1 HP, you can still use it as bait. You can still use him as bait. You can still use him as somebody, an extra body that still shoots bullets out. And even if it's one bullet, even if it's just 1 second, everything counts. And it seems like Expendables were able to get that one. Going to be buying up, and here it is, the patented SR Wolves force buy with the Tech 9s, rush right out, but is the nade going to stop them? The set flashes to blind the back of the site there, and it seems like they're going in this mano-a-mano, going with the Tech 9s, but Derek just says, no, I'm the true 9 here, as Derek 9 with the MP7 denies any form of control on that B side, and SR Wolves get slapped once again. The leash is about to go and, well, keep SR Wolves tethered to their own side of the map, because it seems like Expendables have made them broke for a few more rounds here. That's very dangerous for the Wolves.
Yeah, that Tech 9 investment just turned out to be a Keck 9 investment. That wasn't the best buy they could go for. Honestly, they could have just rolled with just the Kevlar, stick with the Glocks, or upgrade it to the P250, and then get the utilities and not invest a lot onto the main weapon. But as I say that, Papi Chulo and Micro take care of the connector problem here. They take down their ROG and lead so fast, and that was a fast round, all things considered. That's already expected here on the side of SR Wolves. They didn't have anything to work with, but this time around, this is a gun round. Magic Bunny is did buy up the AWP for lead so fast. Not a lot of utilities to work with here for SR Wolves. And on the T side, you really have to make sure that you have the utilities on your side.
Just what Expendables did, but there are some set strats that SR Wolves do have, but can it catch off Expendables here? That's the question. I think now SR Wolves, what they do have for them is the element of surprise. The thing about that, though, is will it work? Or will they be able to catch Expendables, who seems to be privy or knowledgeable about all of these shenanigans that they have been employing in these particular rounds? Ooh, nice little boost spot right there. They really like that. Spots out right outside of the door. Can't really counter it if you don't know that it's a possible angle there. And Zaha, just barely gets spotted out. Got the back way onto the shower control. Loses Papachulo, but picks it right back out. The challenge and the revenge. He knows that one is there already. And he smokes himself out. Can't transition, but he can still hold his angle while his teammate is about to set the crossfire right behind him. It could work. And as Zaha, oh, not gonna happen. ROG shuts him down.
That shutdown was big for SR Wolves. They could start pushing themselves in towards this site, but the bomb has other plans here. Thon 9 wants to go to B, and the SR Wolves just suddenly pulling the emergency brake, just slowing down their push a little bit to keep Expendables on their toes. But we gotta watch out for the AWP player here. Leads so fast. He needs to make sure that he can get the pick off here over at long, but he will be retreating with his team. There is already a mad presence here on the side of Expendables. I mean, from the SR Wolves here over here at B. Nice headshot by Pro, takes down Magic Bunny. Bomb is planted down. It's a 3v2. HP is low for Naruj. The retake is now on.
AUG is in the hands. Micro just charge it right out. Where are the other members here? They're placed right onto the barrels, on the Sandmax rather. There's not really plenty of time. They do have the Molotov that's charging right in, and there it is. Right out, spotted. AWP there, and he crouched. What a beast! What a beast! And Micro! No way!
He just Matrix!
Dude.
That was the Matrix, bro! He already had the crosshair right on his body. Right on his head, even. And he just decided to, yeah, I'm a duck. That could have been a kill any other day, man. That was insane. Somebody clip that.
And the only way that works is if his opponent was so honed in to the brainsicles of the target, right? Of lead so fast, hitting the headshot, or maybe just panicking or something. But if that was a body shot above the waist, that could have been a kill. But there's a percentage chance that would not have worked. But you know what? I do like that you always try to do such things. Movement and everything will still allow you to dodge bullets, right?
That's true.
Exactly. So if you're just willing to always do it, why not? Micro, he was feeling himself. His brain was like, you can make it work, man. And it did. It happened.
This is the, I wouldn't say this is a problem, you know, but you trained so hard in always aiming at the head. And then you just lose to somebody ducking.
Yeah.
That's a beauty here. CSGO, anything can happen. In
High level
CS:GO.
play gets countered by high level movement.
That's true. Oh, and Papichulo spots out the one, gets the double spray down almost. Magic Bunny is down to 10 HP. Does pick up the AWP just in case. But that is already information. They don't know where the bomb is, but Micro already has an inkling. The spray down will not connect onto Manzanares, I believe. Pro over at long will go for the lurk. We'll take down two. Manzanares and the Rouge already down, and Magic Bunny has the angle, but they are extremely low. Derek takes down Thon 9 with that XM. Almost actually connects with a flick. Magic Bunny is slowly starting to be insane here, and they're not looking where Magic Bunny could be. The nade almost takes him out. The tap on the C4 will give away the information. He's not looking over at the mid angle. He might just as well be taken down, and Pro does oblige him of that. And that is 5-15 for Expendables, match point for them.
Oh man, I'm just watching it on our on the stream, and it looks so freaking silly. The crouch on that to counter the op play. In any case, Expendables, they're ballsy. I gotta say that. Like, they're going inside these smokes. Pros don't fake on the defuse, and it works. It just works for them. How did they even do it?
And lead so fast. They're very aggressive. We'll get the kill. Derek 9 with the Keck, not the Keck 9, the Dak takes him out, but it's right there for Micro! Secures a double for himself, almost secures a triple onto Manzanares, and that's the game. Expendables winning game number 1 in this best of 3 series.
A very decisive, dominating performance from Expendables once again. There was a lot of rounds. There was a lot of rounds where it was just down to 1 versus 1, a possibility, a